Okay, fine. My SAP screen is visible to all of you?
Yes, sir.
Okay, fine. So in the last class, we covered the most of the customization steps which are required for setting the automatic payment program. There are many disadvantages of manual payment or manual clearing of the vendor invoices. So most of the companies, they follow automatic payment method through which they can clear the vendor invoices, where so many vendors can be instantly cleared. There is no restriction on how many numbers of vendor you are going to clear, or how many line items or how many invoices are pending for which you are going to clear. So let us have a recap of what we have covered in the last class for this customization. Of course, for automatic payment program, we can go through the path, do the customization, but there is also we can go through the transaction code. Let us, if we go through the path, we have to go to the SAP reference IMG, then financial accounting, then your accounts receivable and accounts payable, then we have to go to the business transactions, then we will go to the outgoing payment, right? So outgoing payment, here normally we covered the manual outgoing payment, but here automatic outgoing payment related customizations are available. So under the automatic outgoing payment customization, these are the customizations. These customizations are relating to your setting of automatic payment program. Okay, so 1 2 3 4 5, these 5 customizations are actually required. So these 5 customizations, in addition to creation of house bank, 6 numbers of customization steps. If somebody have already created the house bank, then that is not required, but these 5 customizations are a must for your setting off of your automatic payment program. So this can be done through the transaction code F110. I am just going to that directly. Okay, actually this is the screen for payment run, automatic payment run. I am not making the automatic payment run here, but I am going to the customization. Okay, fine. So now we can go to the menu, environment. Under the environment, there is maintain configuration, right? If I click on the maintain configurations, there are 6 numbers of steps available here, one by one, right? The last step is creation of house bank. Creation of house bank, how check payment and maintaining the checks, issue the checks, cancellation or void of checks, all these things has been discussed before. So actually this will not be covered, and this has never been covered in the last class. We have already covered house bank related things previously. So we will start from the first one, all company codes, right? So in all company codes, there is a customization, which is if first time automatic payment program has to be customized, then we have to click on the new entries button and do the basic things. So we have already done it. Let us go to the company code 7200, right? So if I double click on the 7200, here very few things we have given: the name of the company code, then sending company code and paying company code. It is already discussed that sometimes vendors supply to a specific company code, but the sister concern, or in case of holding subsidiary kind of relationship also, some other company code page. So in this case, there are two things: sending company code and paying company code. These two things can be different. Okay, that means some company code will pay, but another company code against whom the bill has been generated. So there are two alternative things, but in our case the things are same. Most of the cases the things are same also. So this is only the things in case of the first one, all company codes. Then come to the paying company code, right? So I have already said that the situation may differ. That means one is sending company code, another is paying company code. But in our case, both the things are same. In fact, the company code who is paying, that company code has to customize the automatic payment program. Okay, but in our case 7200 is the company against which the vendor bills will be generated, and the same company code is also paying the bills. So in the second case, paying company code related customization, click on this. Here there is a see, paying company code is 7200, minimum amount for incoming payment and minimum amount of outgoing payment. So for incoming payment, we are not implementing any automatic payment program because the payment is coming, we are not going to pay, we are receiving. So I am making it blank. What is the minimum amount of outgoing payment on which automatic payment program will be applicable? If there are small bills which can be directly paid by petty cashier, cash can be paid. So every company will be having a threshold limit above which automatic payment program will available, and the invoice will be cleared through automatic payment program. So I have put it 1000 rupees as the minimum value of the invoice which will be taken into consideration for automatic payment program. So I put it 1000. Then no exchange rate difference, that means we are going to pay only in local currency INR. So exchange rate differences or anything will not arise at all. Then we are coming to the forms. Normally it is expected that whenever we will go for automatic payment program, a payment advice is generated, right? Payment advice. So what is the meaning of payment advice? Payment advice is a information or a letter kind of things. It is just like a letter which is issued to the vendor, and the letter must mention how many invoices has been paid, what are the value of each and every invoices, the details of the invoices, and what is the total amount paid, and on which date it is paid. Things are already has to be mentioned in the payment advice. Even if we are going for the auto clearance or clearing or paying to the vendor through internet banking or online banking, still a payment advice has to be sent to the vendor or supplier, where the vendor will confirm. The vendor can compare that these are the bills which are actually not due henceforth. Okay, the money which has come to the bank account, even if it is a single figure that is coming to the bank account, but it may be backed with many invoices. So the supplier or vendor can know what are the invoices cleared and what is the total amount. So it can be known from that payment advice, and also the vendor can confirm later on to the company code that yes, I am confirming that these bills has been cleared and I received the amount. So payment advice is a written communication. We are trying our best to generate the payment advice, but payment advice generation is purely not a FI consultant's job. This is a job of your ABAP consultants, because scripts are there, and I face that there are some manipulations in the script. So sometimes the payment advice is not also generated. Okay, we will try the best, but we are going to use the standard script, right? Because what will be written in the payment advice: dear sir, the following, sir or madam, the following invoices has been cleared, so please check in at your place. So these are the kind of language used in the script. If your company code wants to have a different script, ABAPers can create it, and it will be available and it will be connected here. But we are using the standard script. The standard script is F110 underscore IN underscore avis, and the EDI accompanying SIT. That means it may happens that in addition to payment advice, a electronic data exchange type of soft copy of the payment file is also generated, which is later on sent to the banker for clearing, or it can be uploaded in your internet banking system. So for that purpose also a soft copy, a script has to be generated. So by default things I am using, but these are very much customizable by the help of Abapus. Okay, so this is the thing regarding paying company code. Then I am coming to the payment method in the country. Every country will be having separate payment method. So in country India, because our company code is in country India, so we have also created any payment method which will be specifically mentioning in the country India. So in the last class I have created a payment method S. Okay, so this payment method is for auto payment or online payment. And the payment method is a single digit, alphabetic or numeric or alphabetical. It is as per your choice. So we have created the payment method S. Just a minute, let us see what are the payment method. No, this is the payment method. Yeah, we have created O, and the description is online transfer for 7200. Yes, so this one I have created in the last class. But while creating this, first of all I have to select outgoing payment radio button. Then I have selected bank transfer. If I select the check, then I have to create another payment method like C or like that. So this payment method is created for online transfer. So therefore the radio button is in bank transfer, and I can also select check. But if I select check, then another payment method has to be created. Bills of exchange and these things are no more used nowadays. So these are outdated kind of things, bills of exchange, etc. Then these are the required master data specifications. What is the meaning of master data specification? You know, for online transfer of money and everything, in the vendor master data, you have to select lot of things like bank detail, like account number, IBAN requirement, if international banking transactions are there, IFSC code, lot of things are required. But we are not going to that extent. So all the checkboxes we have deselected. If we select this checkbox and this post box number, street number, bank details, if these are not available, then there is no meaning of creating these things, because vendor master creation is very important. If you want to create a vendor for automatic payment, then details bank records of your vendor, because vendor always wants money in his bank account, right? Specific bank account. So whenever you have to transfer the money to the vendor bank account, the details of the bank account is required. Let us go to the vendor master. Okay, FK01 is the vendor creation, FK02 is the vendor change. Let us have the see the vendor. So this is our vendor, Trident Industries Limited. So in the vendor transaction, there are the two areas. Under the general data tab, there is a payment transaction. Under the company code data, there is a payment transaction. We have selected both these things and put enter. See, general data, here banking information of your Trident Industries Limited is very much required. Okay, sorry. So we have not fulfilled all these things, but these are required for the automatic payment. All the details of your banking information is very much required. In India, if we go for online transfer or internet banking, then specifically the account number and IFSC code is very important. So these are the fields which can be used for your IFSC code as well as the account number is concerned. So these are not there, but practically it will be applicable. So let us come here. One thing I have left in the last class. Okay, then document type. Suppose we are clearing automatically. Any payment we are clearing automatically. Then naturally a clearing document will be created. So what will be the by default document type of that clearing document or that payment document? Whether it is a payment document or clearing document, in both the cases we are using the standard document type KZ. KR is the vendor invoice and KZ is the vendor payment. So as for your needs, you have to fill off this KZ and KZ. You know that payment document type can be customized also. KZ is the standard payment clearing document type or payment document type, but it can be customized to any other document types. If it is there, then instead of KZ, some other document types will be used. We are using standard, so it is standard. Then here use classic payment medium program. There are two types of payment medium programs. These are relating to the ABAPers actually. One is payment medium workbench. There is a specific format which can be created by the company, or if the company do not create anything or for the practice purpose, the standard payment medium program which is there in the SAP software, we can use it, which is RFFOUS_C. Actually this is the identification of the program. So this is the thing. And second one is your lists. Okay, data sets. We can name of the print data set. So for print data set, there is a predefined thing that is called list 1s, list 1s. Okay, these are the standard things which is used. And we just left these things in the last class. I am fulfilling this. These are by default in the SAP system. We are using it for the practice, but in your practical applicability in your company, either this will be used, or if the company wants certain modifications like in your payment advice or letter to the vendor, your logo, icons, specific scripts are there, then it can be made and it will be connected here, not here. This is for classic payment medium, that is for by default. And if your company creates something new, then instead of this one you have to use this one. You will ABAPers will create and they will connect this here. Then click on save. Then come to the payment method in the company code. So this is our company code, Max Pro Limited. In this specific company code, there are some more parameters required. The minimum amount is 1000, which also we have created before. But what is the maximum amount of automatic payment program? Sometimes the company will be having some restrictions that what will be the maximum amount through when this automatic payment program will be run. Beyond that amount, then automatic payment program has not to be made, but individual clearing may be there where more attention is required. Suppose you have a bill amounting to say 100 crores. If you want to clear it with the 1000, 5000, 10,000 invoices, then it loses its importance. Suppose one single payment of 100 crores, don't consider it on the automatic payment program with all the vendors. So you can clear it with attention in manual payment also. So sometimes company will be having some threshold limit of maximum amount also. I have given the maximum amount, say 1 crore. Similarly, in the form data, whenever we are creating any payment advice or anything, there is a standard form data available. I have selected the standard script which will be used. So this is the standard script, and the payment advice will be supported by authorized signatory, and in that script below line this authorized script will be used. So I have also selected. So this much things, and last one is your bank determination. So from which bank you are going to make the payment, that thing will be decided here. 7200. So this is the company code. Click on the ranking order. If a company code will be having many banks, then you can also rank from which bank payment will made fast, then which bank, then which bank. So this is like a long list. We have created that for payment method O. This is the first bank from which payment will be made. Then we are coming to the bank account. So house bank is related with your account ID as well as your GL account as well as with the payment method. So all the house bank related parameters, house bank, account ID and GL account of your bank, it is connected with the payment method here in this screen. And there is a last clear screen is available amount. So what will be the maximum available amount from this house bank for automatic payment? 50 lakhs threshold limit I have given. Okay, so this is the customization. Till now I have already completed. After this customization, we will go to the assignment of this payment method to the vendor master, right? We have created the payment method, but this payment method has to be there in the vendor master so that those vendors will be considered for automatic payment. So let us go to the change vendor FK02. So in the FK02, in this second one, payment transaction, if I click on enter, here I assign the payment method 0. Sorry, payment method O. This is the only one payment method. Suppose a company has created two numbers of payment method. One is for online, another is check. Then these things are available. And out of this, suppose one vendor prefers to get the check. So in this case, you have to select the check payment method. Okay. If a vendor prefers to get your online transfer, then you will select O. So this is the area in which the payment method is selected with the vendor. Okay, like payment terms is linked with the vendor master, because payment terms, if once it is comes with the vendor master, then that is the by default payment term which comes at the time of passing the invoice. However, you can change, but that will by default come. So this payment method is also come by default. You can also change the payment method. So click on save. Okay, so that is the thing what I have created in the last class. So now let us create some invoices and try to use the automatic payment program and clear those invoices. While clearing those invoices, the invoice will be automatically cleared, the first thing. Second thing is a payment list or a payment summary is also generated. Okay, that is the second thing. And third thing is a payment advice is also generated, but there is some software issues here relating to payment advice. It may not be generated, but it is generated. In the due course, it is generated with the help of ABAPers. So let us first see what are the pending invoices we have. FBL1M. Let us first verify what are the pending invoices we have. Let us see the vendor number, Trident Industries. We want to see the open items. Okay, so these are the open invoices which are there. Okay, so in this open invoices, these three invoices are actually overdue, right? These three invoices are actually overdue. So in addition to these three invoices, let us pass some more invoices and try to clear in the automatic payment program. While running the automatic payment program, finally before the making the final run, we will block certain numbers of invoices, right? We will block certain numbers of invoices so that those invoices will not be considered for clearance. It will be there unless and until payment block will be removed, this will not be cleared. Okay, so that is the thing. So now let it be, the screen is here itself. Let us pass certain invoices. So FB60. Okay, so first change the company code. 7200 is my company code. Choose my vendor to whom I am going to pay. Now I am putting a very past date. So because we have a automatic discount terms, so once the invoice will be due, then it will be paid. So let us have a very old invoice, like say 1st October 2022. This is a very old invoice and 45 days has already gone. So this will be overdue and this will be automatically cleared. Say the amount is 5,000 rupees. Minimum threshold limit is 1,000 rupees. So we are not going to create under 1,000. Then come to the GL account. GL account is inventory raw material FI. Amount is star. Text is plus and then enter. Check whether document has already been entered under number 7200 6017 2022. Let us see. 6017, is it 6017? 6017. Okay, let us have all items. 6017. Okay, see, the amount is matching. Actually it is not an issue, the amount is matching. 6017 was one invoice which is also created on 1st October and the amount is matching, and the SAP system is immediately giving me a alert message that check whether document has already been entered under the number 720060172022, because same party is having a same amount. Even if I have not given the reference number means invoice number, double invoice checking. So even if I am not giving, but as the amount is same and the date of the invoice is same, so it is giving me alert message. Don't care for the alert message, just put enter. Click on simulate, click on save. Okay, let us have another one. Suppose this is set 2nd October 2022. 2nd October 2022. Amount is say 3750. Purchase invoice posting. Then inventory raw materials. Amount is star. Text is plus and enter. As I am posting in past date, so alert messages are showing. Don't care for the alert message, click on post. Okay, so now I have posted two numbers of invoices. Let us go to and see the open items again. Selecting the open item here, then click on execute. Fine. Now these are the invoices 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. These are the invoices which are already due. So now let us apply the automatic payment program. Automatic payment program, the transaction code is F110 actually. Fine. So while putting the automatic payment program, first of all you have to put today's date when you are running the automatic payment program. So today's date is 29th, and then you have to go to the identification. Every automatic payment program, while you will run, you will give a identification, right? Any name or any number as per your will. But mind it, I will show, even if the same name or same number of your identification has been previously used, there is no harm of creating. Suppose I am creating identification 7200A, okay, 7200A. Then I click on enter. While I click on enter, see there are how many tabs here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 numbers of tab. The first tab is the status tab, and the status is no parameters entered as yet. What is the meaning of parameter? Let us understand. We are going to make the automatic payment program. While running the automatic payment program, our intention is to clear the vendor invoices. So in any company, there are many vendors. So what is the parameter of selecting the vendor? Whether all the vendors will be selected or limited numbers of vendors will be selected. So that is also a parameter. And second thing is, up to which posting date the invoices will be considered. For example, suppose today is 29th. Today a vendor invoices has been posted. Are you going to consider that invoice, or you will exclude that invoice? Only the invoices which have been entered till yesterday, that will be considered. So those are the parameters actually. Click on the parameter tab and see. Here it is asking posting date. What is the meaning of this posting date? You know there are two dates which are important: document date and posting date. Document date means the invoice date actually in case of accounts payable. Posting date means the date in which we are creating a SAP entry, that is the posting date. So today we are running the program, so naturally the posting date is also today. Then document entered up to, that means in SAP system, up to which date the document will be considered. So it is considering all the documents which are punched into the SAP system up to today. So here posting date is 29th and document entered up to 29th. However, these things, the second one cannot be altered, can be changed. Any past date may be there. Up to that date, the documents or invoices which are punched into the SAP system, that only to be considered. But here in our case, everything is there. Then second one is company code. See, you are working in the company code 7200. So whenever you will run the automatic payment program, it doesn't mean that it will automatically pick up your company code. You have to give your company code here itself. So now in some organizations it may happen that the holding company pays all the liabilities of the subsidiary company. So in this case, the holding company will use its own company code for clearing the invoices, or the holding company will use the company code of the subsidiary company for clearing the invoices, where the posting will be there in the subsidiary company. So in our case 7200 will be there. Then we are coming to the payment method. Click on the drop down. So in the payment method, whatever payment method created in country India, that is automatically coming. Country India. So this is ours, O. So we will select O and click on this move to left. Now this is only the selected payment method. I am going to apply and click on continue. So O is automatically coming. Then come to the next payment date. Normally what happens, organizations go for automatic payment program in a periodical basis. Suppose today we run the automatic payment program. Today is Thursday. Then suppose after every 4 days automatic payment program will run. So maybe on the Monday we will again run the automatic payment program. So company will be having the policy, maybe 2 days in a week, Monday and Thursday automatic payment program will run. So you have to select here the next payment date. What is the relevance of next payment date? If suppose you are getting, if you pay today, you are getting certain discount. If you pay on the next week also, same discount will be there. So today's automatic run will not consider that invoice. That will be considered in the next automatic payment run. So that is there. However, you have to give a date, and the date will be definitely the at least the next date or after that. So I am selecting 30 December. Then coming to the vendor. Here you can use from vendor to vendor, right? So once you use from vendor to vendor, then all the vendors within that range will be considered. Or if you want to have the selective vendors, then you can click on this button, multiple selection, and put the vendor number one by one, or copy from some other place and paste here, right? In our case, we have only one vendor, so we are considering this. This is the vendor number, and click on save. Once we click on save, it will say details have been saved for Ron. Then again come to the status tab. In the status tab, it will show the parameters has been entered. Parameters has been entered means the second tab, the activities has been completed, right? Then we will click on the additional. See, there is a free selection button. We are not using this free selection. Come to the additional log button. Suppose you are running an automatic payment program, some errors or some kind of alert message or error message is coming, then why the automatic payment program will run into error, that reason has to be checked and that has to be removed. So for that purpose, we have to go to the additional log, select the due date checkbox, payment method selection in all cases, then line item of the payment document. These three things are mandatory. So we are selecting this and click on save. So this status, parameter and additional log is also there. Then click on the proposal button, right? We are proposing the payment run. First of all, we will propose, then we will go for the payment run. So I am clicking on the proposal button. That means I will propose the automatic payment. Then finally I will run the automatic payment. In the proposal, you have to put the start date and you have to select start immediately checkbox because we are going to run it immediately. Then click on execute. Once you execute, it will say proposal is running. There is a status button. Actually this is a refresh button. If we click on refresh, then that yellow will be converted into green. Then it will show you payment proposal has been created. We have proposed the automatic payment run. On what basis we have proposed? We have proposed on the basis of parameter. Okay, in the parameter we have proposed certain parameters. We have decided certain parameters like which vendor we are going to pay, up to which date we are going to pay, which company code we are going to pay, up to which date the invoices will be considered. So after those parameters, then we create the proposal. After creation of proposal, before payment run, it is your duty is to see what the system is suggesting, what are the invoices considered. This is the last time you can make the manipulations or make certain modifications for before the payment run. It is just like simulation. So click on the proposal. Once I click on the proposal, it is showing in red. Red means there are some issues. So click on this. So these are the invoices. All the invoices are showing in red. Why it is showing in red? Because the payment method is not available. In this case, the payment method is not showing. Okay, no payment possible because item with a debit balance exists, right? So there is a debit balance exist for this item. One by one also we can see. This is also there, this is also there. Let us see. Okay, so it is saying some debit balance exists. Let us see it again. Okay, why it is showing a debit balance, let us understand first. See, this 45,000 and 10,000, these are the two debit balance exist here. What is the meaning of debit balance in accounts payable? That means advance has been given, but how many invoices are pending here? These are only 3 invoices. So the liability is less, but the receivable is more. That means we have paid more advance than the liabilities, right? So that's why there is no question of payment here. We have to just adjust this 45, 10, 55,000 is the advances, and only 3,000, 5,000 and 3,750, these 3 items are only liabilities. So therefore these items has not been considered for the automatic payment program, right? So what we can do, we can pass some entries of high valued invoices, then come to running the automatic payment program again. So let us come back and pass some high valued invoices, then come to the passing of this. Here is also it is showing this is not due 25,000. As it is not due, so it is not coming on the automatic payment program 25,000, because this is not at all due. So let us come back and again we will go, again we will create the automatic payment run. So I am coming back. After I come back, let us first go to and adjust all these things. See, after adjustment also another 18,250 is the something which is required for creation of any invoices. Okay, so instead of this, let us create one invoice. Just a minute, this is not at all due. Purchase invoice, this is not due. Okay, we can make it due, no issues. I'm just changing the payment terms. Just mind it how I am doing this. I'm changing the payment term here and I click on save. Okay, I click on save. So just I'm going to refresh it. List, refresh. See, after refreshing, what happens? This is converted into overdue. Why it is come? Because I changed the payment term. The previous payment term, the credit period was there, so it was not showing due, but I changed the credit period or payment terms to immediately paid, so that's why it is also showing as due. So 18,250, let us pass one invoice of 18,250. Then we will adjust all these things, again pass invoice and do the automatic payment program. So I am doing this. 1st October, 18,250, purchase invoice posting, amount is star, text is plus, then enter, then simulate and post. Fine. So now let us clear everything. Then we will fresh pass the invoice and clear it in the automatic payment program. So I will go to the financial accounting, accounts payable, then document entry. Okay, then I will go to the okay, I will go to the account, not payment with clearing, because the advance and the invoices is very much equal. Let us refresh this, you will see. See, if I make the refresh, then what happened? Automatically the advance is adjusted with the liabilities. There are two advances, 10,000 and 45,000. The total is 55,000 debit. Now against that 55,000, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 5 invoices are pending. So sum total of 5 invoices is also 55. So nothing to pay but to adjust. So the most important thing is you have to see how all these things will be cleared. So in this case, don't go to the outgoing payment because this is not required. What is required? The requirement is only clear, adjust with clearing. Clearing can be two types. One is payment with clearing, another is adjustment with clearing. So I will go to adjustment with clearing. So first of all, I will select the vendor here, click on the process open item. Okay, see, these are the invoices, plus minus everything is there. These are two are the advances, and these items 1 2 3 4 5, these are the credit, and last two are the advance. So amount entered is 0, amount assigned is 0. Click on the document, simulate. Okay, exchange rate also, it is asking the exchange rate difference accounts are incomplete. I think I had created in the last class. Let us see. Chart of account 7200. Okay, it was okay. I had created this for 3100. Now it is asking for, let us see, now it is asking for 100,210. Okay, let us also create that one. Just a minute. Okay, previously it was asking like this, so now it is asking this one. Suppose USD 100,201. Let us have 100,201 also. Let us have only 100,201. Okay, fine. Let us come back. Because our company is using multi-currency, so this kinds of things is asking now. Again, do it. So again, try document simulate. Okay, exchange rate difference accounts are incomplete for 100,201. Currency INR. Okay. Okay, let us do one thing, so that again try and correct that. F-44 process open item, simulate. Okay, fine. I will create. Okay, this is also asking here. Okay. Let us change it to 100,201. 100,201. Again try. Actually, this is a guided configuration. That means automatically the system is proposing user configurations. Again it is asking. Click on proceed. Okay. The accounts for posting exchange rate difference could not be determined. This is a problem. This is a bug there. Though we are clearing in the Indian currency, but it is not considered. Let us have here US. Suppose SYZ 100,201, 100,201. Document simulate. Exchange rate difference are incomplete for account 100,201, 100,210, 100,210. Okay, right. 100,210. Sorry, we have wrong the made thing, actually wrong thing. 100,210. We have put it 100,201. 210 actually it is. Otherwise it could have been escaped. 100,210, not 201. So we can try. Document simulate. Again it is asking the same thing. To 10, it is already here. One hundred to 10. This is sundry creditors. Let us have exchange gain account here instead, because if we are paying to the sundry creditor, then if any exchange gain or loss will arise, then it will be posted to exchange gain or loss, not to the sundry creditor. So let us correct it. Document. Okay, let us /n fs00. Let us make some changes here. In the create oblique bank oblique interest tab, in the control data tab, I will select only balances in local currency. That's it. Let us, because there is no foreign exchange involved in vendor. Balances for reconciliation account only in local currency, not defined. Okay. Previously I have not defined, so it is not allowing now. Let us have exchange rate difference key. Again try it, let's see. same thing it is asking. Document split for currency exchange. We have deactivated the document splitting procedure, but okay, we are making it inactive. Still, then the error is coming. Okay, there are some issues. Let us pass the invoices without clearing. Let us try the automatic payment program, because in the clearance the issue is coming. Let us pass some more invoices. Because if I pass certain invoices, that debit balance is no more, because it is already square off. So this is simulate and save. Again pass another invoice. Same is 2nd October. Say the amount is 12,000. Star. Text is plus. Then simulate. Then post. Then come to the automatic payment program. Again, let us try without clearing those, because that, see, in this situation we have already created a parameter and proposal, but we have not done a payment run. So here if I want to create another parameter and proposal, then error will come. First of all, I have to delete that parameter and proposal, right? That is the important thing. First of all, I have to delete that proposal. See, this is the payment proposal what is created. First of all, I have to delete this, then only I can create the fresh proposal. This is a very important thing, because we are on the midway. So we have to go to the edit. First of all, we have to uh, delete the proposal. Yes, proposal is deleted. Again, after proposal is deleted, we will delete the parameters. Fine. Now we can create the fresh parameter. Let us click on the parameter tab. So same thing. Payment method is O. Next payment date. Then this is our vendor. Then click on the parameters. So again come to the status tab. After coming to the status tab, let us have additional log. These 3 items must be selected, because any error will come. The error can be elaborately given to you. So after these parameters, here it is showing parameters has been entered. I will click on the proposal button, select the proposal. So it will be like this, yellow. Just you have to click on refresh. Once the proposal is created, it is better to see the proposal. See, now it is showing. Why it is showing? Because those things which are not adjustable previously, now it is taken into consideration and making the adjustment, right? Even if manually I was clearing that, but here also if I run the automatic payment program, that exchange rate related kind of things, whether it will create a problem, let us see. I am not faced this kind of problem. So let us, it is showing that it is showing in green. That means it is supposed to be cleared. So suppose we want to block something. Suppose we want to block a particular invoice. So that invoice can be blocked. For example, we want to block this particular invoice KR document. I will double click here. Just a minute, I have to just edit the proposal. There is a thing called edit proposal. If I click on the edit proposal, I have to select all accounting clerks. That means all the proposal will be selected here. Then I will click on this line item. Suppose 3750 I want to block. Here I can make payment block, that is A. Click on continue and I will click on, I will just come back. Once I will come back, it will show me that 33,250 will be paid, all the invoices will be cleared, but 3,750 is not in the payment proposal because we blocked that particular invoice. So total amount is 37,000, but 33,250 will be cleared through the automatic payment process and 3,750 is blocked. So come back, just click on save. So here it is saying payment proposal has been edited. Because we have edited the proposal, so it is showing the payment proposal has been edited. Suppose we want to create the payment advice. So for creation of the payment advice, I have to do some more things. Click on the payment tab. Here I have to give anything, any variant, say X. In RFFOUSC payment program, I am put X, X, Y, Z, anything you can put. So this is a text field. Here also I put X. This is the identification of my variant. Variant has not been created, so I have to maintain the variant. Select all selection screens, click on continue. I will put the program run date, identification, suppose I am putting X. This is my paying company code. Then I will select print immediately, click on the attributes. This is also I am giving the identification and click on save. So the name of the variant X is saved. So you can put anything, X, Y, Z. Okay, it is saying variant not created. Okay, all right. Just click on save. So only one variant in RFF OAVIS it is saved. Let us see it first. So I am coming here. My proposal is ready, and I have decided that the payment advice will be generated. So therefore I make the changes in the payment advice. Payment printout, created the variant X, and I click on the payment run. So you have to give the starting date. If it is not coming, you have to select start immediately and click on enter. It will be yellow, but once we click on the refresh, then automatically it will say posting order 1 generated, 1 completed. What is the meaning of posting order 1 generated, 1 completed? That means one clearing document has been created. The meaning is one clearing document has been created. If there will be several payments to several vendors, then several clearing document will be there, and the posting order will be more than one. Okay, so it is showing only one posting order. Suppose we want to see the payment summary. We can go to the edit payment payment list and click on continue. Okay, so this is the payment list which is showing now. That means Trident Industries Limited, New Delhi is the vendor, and the details of the payment summary which is belongs to my Trident Industries Limited, it is also showing here. So the total amount of, these are the total amount of bills, and this two are the debit balances. That means these two are the advances. So here the things are cleared, but there is nothing for exchange rate difference kind of things. So the payment summary is automatically created. Party wise, if you will be more than one parties, then payment summary will be also more than one. So payment summary and payment list is created here, and this payment summary and payment list, it can be exported to the local files, or it can be simply mailed from here. Okay, so these things is available for printing of the payment summary, or sending it to the mail, or saving it to the local file. So I'm just coming back. Let us go to the printout. What printout? I am trying to show you the payment summary. Let us see. There was some software issues. Let us see whether it is created or not. Click on continue. It is saying payment has been scheduled. Let us just try systems, services, output control, then click on execute. No, it is not coming. Some payment summary of different company codes are coming, but for this company code the payment summary is not coming. There was some issues with the payment summary. However, you can go to the F110 and get the list of payments. This is the payment list. So this list of payment can be used, but one important thing is the payment summary also consists of this list of payment. Okay, so the payment advice consists of the list of these payments, and it is just like a letter mentioning all the invoices which are cleared. So now, as this invoices has been cleared and posting is generated, let us go and see the party ledger. For display of the party ledger, we can go to FBL1N. So in the FBL1N, let us click on execute. See, only one invoice is there. Why this invoices is there? Why it is not cleared? Because we have blocked the invoice. We have blocked the invoices for payment run, so it is not showing here. Now if I want to see the clear document, whatever document cleared today is 29th December 2022. So today's clear document, if I want to see, I see these are the clear document of today. Okay, so today these documents has been cleared. Then what is the amount of the clearing document? KZ is the clearing document, and the amount is 33250. How it is 33250? Because there are some advances and there are certain liabilities, plus minus cancelled to somehow, and finally we pay 33,250, so that all the invoices are cleared. So this is the clearing document 3018, and on this side the clearing document number is appearing against each and every invoices. So this means that this is the clearing document 3018, which is responsible for clearing so many invoices. Okay, so this is the way in which these things happens. But there was a issue in manual clearing or manual adjustment, like exchange rate. I will see how that error will be removed. Let us have another automatic payment program for the blocked invoice. Okay, so let us again run the automatic payment program. I am putting it another name, B. Identification must be there. So I will deblock and clear. click on the payment parameters. 7200, payment method is O, next payment date, vendor. So parameters has been saved. Now I will click on additional log, then this is also saved. So I will go to the proposal. Proposal is running, but you have to just refresh the status. So proposal is created. Let us see the proposal. Now automatically this payment block is removed. In the next payment run, this payment block is removed, because that was whatever payment block I have created, that was for the escaping of the payment in that payment run only. After that payment run, if you permanently block, let us see. Suppose you permanently block one invoice, FBL1N, FBL1N. So this is the invoice, right? I am going to the line item, click on the change display. So suppose I want to have using blocked for payment here itself. Okay, I block it. Let us go to the again running of the automatic payment program, F110. I have already told you that if any proposal or parameter has been created, but you have meanwhile you have not executed the payment, first of all try to remove those parameters and proposal, then again you run, otherwise error will come. So in the midway I came back, make some changes in my invoice. So that's why I have to go to edit, I have to go to proposal, delete. So this is my one proposal, this is going to delete. After proposal I will come to the deletion of parameters. So now both things are deleted. Okay, so as both the things are deleted, if I click on the drop down, then I will not found the identification. See, this is not there in the list. These are already payment posted, but whatever I created for 7200B, this is not there. So I can fresh do this. Click on the parameter 7200, payment method is O, next payment day 30. This is my vendor. Click on save, come to the status, select the additional log, again click on save. So come to the status again, click on the proposal, start immediately, click on the status running, click on the proposal here. See, now this is red. Why this is red? Because that is permanently blocked. Okay, but previously the things which were blocked, it was temporary in nature, because that was blocked only for that payment run. In that payment run, the particular invoice was blocked, but the blocking whatever I have done, this is a permanent blocking. Let us again see here, FBL1N. If I click on this document, see, this is permanently blocked. So this blocking can be removed from there itself, where I can come back, edit proposal, all accounting clerks. I can double click here, again I can double click here. See, this is payment block, it is showing. Now it is proposing me to remove. I removed that payment block. So I am selecting free for payment. Now it is blank, click on continue. So it is asking me the payment method. So this is free for payment. Okay, it is asking for payment method again. It is asking me the house bank. I can use it here. Otherwise, what happens? I can also remove there itself, and automatically it will be green here. Or some more informations it is asking. Okay, now it is converted into blue font. If I click here, so payment block is not there. Let us come back. See, now it is converted into green, and there is no block, there is no item like block. So save the data, and once I save the data, click on the payment run, click on execute. Now it is showing in yellow. Click on the status. Now it is showing posting order generated. Now I can see the payment list. This is the payment list. Click on execute. So this is the payment list, only one payment. Okay, so your payment advice I am not able to show you due to some issues, but payment list is already there. Then we will come to the line items. If I click on the open items now, there is no open item. If I come to the cleared item, then today's date, then I can see all the cleared items are appearing here, and this 3750 is also appearing here. This is the invoice, this is the payment, that is KZ, and this is the invoice. So 3019 is the payment document. So this is the way through which your automatic payment program happens. So whatever thing is discussed, keep in mind there are some checkpoints when you will run the automatic payment program second time, holding your proposal and parameter. Then first of all you have to delete the pending proposal and parameter, then only the automatic payment program will run automatic, otherwise the error will come. So remove them first, then run the automatic payment program, press again. So once you block, for deblocking two ways are available. You can deblock in the automatic payment program, or change the invoice, remove that on block, remove that block that is assigned as A, save the invoice, then again run the automatic payment program, so that no red will be there, everything will be green, those things will be green, and it will be automatically created. So good night to all of you. We will discuss the TDS procedures in the next class. So I am sending the video, and good night to all of you.